Well, if you have children, then you probably have started or you're getting ready to start buying those back-to-school supplies. But did you ever consider the business behind their design and development? Joining us today to look at the innovation behind so many of these products is Peter Clarke. Peter is the CEO of Fairfield-based Product Ventures. His company has designed the packaging of some of the most iconic U.S. consumer brands, and it's good to have you on the program.
Oh, it's great to be back, Becky. Thank you.
You know, Peter, I think the centerpiece of so many kids' back-to-school shopping is the backpack.
Yes.
The backpack is key. They think about it. There are all these specifics.
What are these?
Innovators give this a lot of consideration as well, don't they?
They do, and it's really important because if you think about it, the backpack is that shuttling device where the child's transporting all his daily things to and from school.
That's right.
He or she. And their size, you know, some of them are wearing almost as much as they weigh.
5-year-olds. But they've taken this into consideration, especially a backpack like this one, which comes with its own little pump and this lumbar support here.
The key there is to try to keep the backpack as close to the child's body as possible. When they kind of lay back or have the straps too loose, it's pulling away from their body and not distributing the weight. So some of these manufacturers put some design thought into building them so that they have lumbar support and they hold more tautly. And then maybe sizing, right size in the backpack, thinking about the items that are being transported back to and from school.
And speaking of that, the lunchbox is being transported as well as the books. And this piggybacks on this backpack. It's very cute.
Yes, very thoughtfully designed. The idea that you don't maybe have to take your backpack actually to the lunchroom each time. You basically uncouple the backpack there and bring just that component to the lunchroom. So it's very thoughtfully designed. That's what you want to be looking for is features and design thinking that fits how you want to have your child in school and the types of things that your child might be taking back and forth.
Green dominates one of the themes. We've kind of discovered that using so many of these water bottles is just really not good for the environment. What about the newer water bottles that are available to offset that?
Yes, although they are recyclable, you can recycle them. The trick is, or the problem is that not everywhere is going to recycle them. So the better solution probably is to consider some sort of reusable water bottle. So your choices come down to plastic or metal. And metal you have to think about, well, it sweats. When it's cold, it might get wet, it might get my backpack wet. Yeah. Plastic won't sweat as much, but then you've got the fear of BPA.
Which is that plastic chemical that...
The bisphenol A, which is an additive to polycarbonate. Look for signs or tags that say BPA free. And realize that even metal, some metal, if it's not stainless steel, might have BPA as a plastic liner inside of it.
So look closely before you buy. All right, packaging, childhood obesity, all very much a part of the way we put lunch boxes together.
Yes, and what's interesting here is the trend is for a more kind of a bento box approach to back to school. It gives the mom or the dad options, the parents options for the children to pre-package kind of a portion-controlled option for their child or what they're actually taking to school. The key, though, is to make sure it's dishwasher safe, and then you can wipe it down and sanitize it. And this is very cleverly designed.
Is so clever.
It unsnaps and becomes your actual eating surface.
It becomes a placemat. This lunchbox here is the same the lunchbox. It snaps open and becomes the placemat, so you're not eating off somebody else's germs on the lunch table.
Exactly.
Wow. All right, speaking of germs, this blows my mind.
Right.
That they are now infusing what they call, microban?
There's an additive called microban, and again, I'm the behind-the-scenes guy to how things get manufactured, and we actually designed this line of back-to-school products for the Westcott brand that's positioned over here, and there's actually an additive to the plastic, and when it gets molded, that fights bacterial growth.
This is crazy. I mean, they do this now with pencils that you have the anti-germ, whatever it is, infused in the coating. Now, these are the traditional Ticonderoga number 2s.
Correct.
But they have this, what is it, a special layering on top?
So look for the microban. They expect special additive to the manufacturing of the materials in here that fights germs.
And kids are carrying these Purell, they're all carrying the little hand sanitizers, aren't they?
It's a great idea. The aspect that they're making them so that you can actually attach them to your backpacks is pretty fantastic, so that you can have this anytime, anywhere. wear. And there's all sorts of different products that are available. There's also even Kleenex that actually will help you to fight the cold, the flu, and viruses, especially with swine flu and the concerns over that. To have these types of items will equip your child to go into battle against
H1N1.
Yeah, exactly. It's all there for you.
All right, green. Green is big. And this is a theme that you're seeing in many of the binder notebooks and the spiral notebooks and the paper, right?
It is. Green is huge, and you're going to see a lot of companies capitalizing on that. So buyer beware. There is what we call in the industry greenwashing going on, where there might be some claims that are less than truthful. So just use your own sensibilities to whether or not that's going to make a big difference for you in the environment. Looking for recycled content is always a good idea. I actually even have a sample over there that's made of elephant poop, according to the claims. Very interesting. I don't know if
Elephant poop. I mean, what are they scouring the deserts and the fields in Africa?
That could be greenwashing.
India?
I'm not saying it is, but think about it. You have to transport that elephant poop to the factory and make paper out of it. So it's something to be thought about when you're making your choices.
Well, it's different. It's a conversation piece. Hey, Peter, always good to have you on the program.
It's a real pleasure to be here.
All right. And we'll be back with more Trouble with the Money after the break.